Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at July 2023 individual forecast for each life path number. Before we get into that, though, I do want to announce that I have a new service available on my website. It's called the Diamond Forecast. And just to kind of give you a quick overview of what this is, I'm actually very excited to be able to offer this. The diamond is considered to be one of the most powerful and beneficial tools in numerology, and it's the absolute perfect companion to the year ahead forecast, which I know many of you are very familiar with. So the diamond forecast takes a deep dive into the very specific numerology transits that you're meant to be moving through at any given age. So unless instructed otherwise at the time of booking, then I would be looking specifically at your current age through the course of a year, birthday to birthday. Now, this report breaks down basically your cosmic challenge or divine quest, guiding you on your higher spiritual path throughout that year. So we'll look at, again, the cosmic challenge, the root or the predominant catalyst that will likely create a particular chain of events or create some kind of cause and effect within that year. We also look at the action key, which is how you're meant to respond to and work with that energy for the best results. And then finally, we would look at the higher and the lower vibrational potential outcome or probable results of that year-long quest. Okay, so just to kind of give you an idea, I ran my own report for my current age, and as usual, it is fascinating how incredibly accurate and on point it has been so far. So you can find an example of that report, page for page, on my website under the Diamond Forecast. And you can purchase it there if you choose to. Again, I highly recommend this report. And I also, of course, recommend the personal year ahead forecast and getting them together for the most in-depth insight. You can also purchase both if that's something you want to do at a discounted rate. And again, you can find that on my website. The link is in the description box below. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at each individual life path for July 2023. Life path 33.6. So I pulled an animal wisdom message for you all for July, and you got hummingbird energy. I absolutely love this energy. And here in the States, of course, it's summer. And so we finally have our hummingbirds coming back. And we have some that are here year round, but they're not as prevalent as like during the summer. We have a bunch. And so I always call them the little forest fairies because they remind me of little forest fairies. They're so beautiful. Anyway, they're just magical, right? Like the light hits them in a certain way, and they've got the iridescent feathers, and they're just like these little floating, buzzing little pieces of heaven. They're just incredibly beautiful. And actually, in some cultures, I think they're referred to as messengers to the gods. Yeah, they're just magic. I just absolutely love them. So I love that hummingbird is coming through for 33.6s because you all fit that same description. So with this energy coming through, there is definitely a spiritual layer to this energy. So this could be a month that you find deep, profound insights coming through from the spiritual realm. Because again, like I said, they just have this sort of magical essence to them. And so it could be very much a very magical month for you all, where unexplainable things happen, where very synchronistic events take place. And I would say don't overthink it. Just allow yourself to move through and play with the magic. And if it bestows a gift upon you, accept that gift and run with it. You deserve it. You could see deeper messages coming through, again, through sort of symbols or reoccurring numbers or something someone says to you, or hearing a song, it's like song lyrics. something where it feels almost like you ask a question to the universe and then you hear something and it feels like that message was directed to you. And I would say with hummingbird coming through, it probably was. Because again, it's just such a magical, sort of ethereal type of energy. There's also this feeling of, not being afraid to sort of work hard for what you want or desire in life, but not being afraid to have fun, to be unique, to be different, right? There's so many characteristics to the hummingbird that are so unique and just don't make any sense, right? Like how fast they can dive, that they can fly backwards. There's just so many things that, biologically or logically just don't make sense for birds. And the hummingbird, embodies that, those traits, right? And that energy. And so there's definitely something here about embracing your uniqueness, embracing your desires to go follow your dreams, no matter how big, right? Like that is also, you all are working with 38-2 energy this month. So you have that strong energy of the 3, which is very magical, which is creative, which is childlike, right? So hummingbird kind of encapsulates all of that sort of energy. And so I would say if it feels magical, if it feels fun, if it feels just like it sparks your imagination this month, go for it. Don't stop yourself, right? Like sometimes 33-6s especially can sort of be overwhelmed by that sense of obligation or sense of service. Like they need to be doing more than they're doing type thing. And sometimes that can overwhelm, right? And so hummingbird coming through is just reminding you of your magic and reminding you to play in that magic and not skip the fun parts of life, not skip the joy of life. So I love this coming through for you all. So if there's any area of your life that currently feels too serious, too restricted, too burdensome, I would say hummingbird coming through is reminding you of your uniqueness and to play and that you're magical and share, find ways to share that magic that have meaning for you. So I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so July for you all does have the energy of the 38-2 coming through. And so really, I'm picking up keynotes of, again, creativity, communication with that 3 energy, but then we also have the 8. So we have this energy of business, of leadership, of ambition, of having a bigger vision for something and moving towards that and combining that with that creativity of the 3, or the communication or the networking or the socialization of the 3. So there's something here that may come in for you around business. Business partners, collaboration, working towards something greater with others. And then you have, of course, the energy of the 2. So again, collaboration, relationships, working with others. So if you put all this together, this could be a month where you're working with others through collaboration towards a common goal, trying to, seeing where the disconnect is and bringing the connection through your creativity, through your expertise, because 8 energy is also the expert, right? The business-minded leader who's the expert at something. So there's definitely something here about your creativity and sharing that creativity or sharing your wisdom through your words, right? 3 energy. So written, spoken word type thing. So, and incorporating that somehow into your expertise or how you share your gifts, right? Because 8 energy is often also the business-minded leader. So it's often associated with work or how you share your gifts, having some kind of influence or platform to do that type thing. So you might see some things open up for you this month around business, around creativity, around relationships. And again, I would say it would potentially be a relationship that you would work with, whether it's a romantic partnership that then sort of morphs into not only a romantic partnership, but also a relationship that or partnership that where you work together, right? And build something through the combined creativity that can be very successful in sharing that wisdom. So really beautiful energy here. I would say that the main focus is going to be on the 2 energy. So again, being the observer, being decisive. If things come in for you that you need to make a decision, trusting yourself, making that decision, running with it, not looking back or second guessing yourself, and rolling with the punches as they come in. Also, again, being the observer, seeing where there's a disconnect in a situation, in a relationship, in, your current journey, whatever the case may be. And then you figuring out how to resolve it, how to mend it, how to bring it back into balance, using your creativity, using your expertise, right? Because again, we got that 3 and that 8 energy as the influencing energies to the 2. So I would say relationships, relating to others, collaboration, balance, harmony are all coming into play this month. And will be sort of the focal point, right? And really, I would say balance, harmony. So if there's any area where you feel out of alignment or out of balance, especially with Hummingbird coming through, this is a great energy to bring that balance back in. So if you've been too serious, this is a month to bring in some extra joy, right? Find your joy, find, your creativity, get that ramped up again, so that you're not in one extreme. So beautiful energy overall this month for you all. And really, I'm just so thrilled to see Hummingbird come through because they are such magical little creatures and just so spiritually connected in just their whole essence, right? And really that is 33 sixes. So this is sort of like your mascot, your mascot bird, I would say, Hummingbird. So beautiful. So I hope that July is a magical, fun, beautiful month for you all. Take care, 33s. Bye for now.